I don't care. Welcome to another episode of
NERDOUT.
I am Randy. This is Brian, and I finally got the Optimus Prime Studio Series, and it was actually a surprise because I was actually I was like grocery shopping, or I guess you don't go grocery shopping at Target, you know, just like stuff shopping and
paper towel,
toilet paper,
yeah.
Charmin, it's the softest, and they had it there, and I hadn't heard that Target was getting them, so I was naturally like excited, like I had that like ooh, you know what I mean, like the genuine excitement, because I've been going to Walmarts for the last couple weeks, and as I've said millions of times, I find Walmart to be an absolutely horrendous experience. But you know, sometimes you gotta
do what you gotta
do.
Yeah.
And I found the Optimus, and I found it at Target, so I got to give my money to Target, which I would prefer, and I like it a lot.
Yeah, this thing is sweet.
It is sweet.
This is my first time seeing it. I was looking everywhere to find one of these.
Yeah, you were getting...
I got pissed.
You were getting pissed.
I got discouraged. I was like, how dare nowhere. But they had nothing anywhere.
Nothing. I still keep forgetting that you were trying to fake me out, and you're like, oh, I found a Starscream.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, so how... And I totally forgot.
Yeah.
I kept asking you,
I routinely do things. I reserve the right. My rules, I make them up.
I'm not super excited for Starscream. I would have gotten it as like, you know, consolation prize.
You know what, though? There is one saving grace about it. Like, it's basically a robot with a jet on its back, with a tetra. But the one thing is, like, I don't know what they're called, but his shoulder cauldrons, whatever they are that stick up.
Yeah.
That's part of the jet, actually become part of the robot proper body, so it does attach as more than a backpack.
Okay.
So it makes it acceptable, but... Yeah, it's sort of a scam.
You know, if I saw that and I saw Soundwave, I would get Soundwave. Obviously, this was the one I was most excited about. I'll let you play with it and transform it. I do want to say, like, I think this robot mode is actually,
that's the best studio series.
It is great.
Yeah, I mean, that's really good.
I love the paint they did. I actually think that this robot design, I like it. I don't know. I was about to say I like it better than the Siege one, and I think I do. Like, it's really what they should have done from the get-go. It what's the word? It makes
contemporizes it.
Modernizes it.
Well, that's what the former Prime should have been.
100%.
Yeah, I mean that's just
that huge, crazy concoction, which he wasn't terrible.
He wasn't terrible, but that's just far enough off the reservation that it like still looks like the Prime we grew up with, but new and fresh,
makes it feel like something that can pop off the screen. And I did watch Bumblebee again this last couple nights. I liked that movie. I think it was solid.
That's a great movie.
Yeah, it was good. So before I get deeper, do you want to transform it while I talk about it?
Why don't you transform it and then I'll put it back.
So okay. The robot mode is excellent, and I'll be honest with you, this almost sounds like a slight, but I actually really would like to see what Wei Zhang would do with this, because...
You will. I mean, that's... If they took the evasion mode and I mean, even if they just make it bigger and fix the articulation issues in the truck mode, you know?
Yeah, see, that's the thing, is this is not a perfect toy, but for $30, it is a perfect toy.
Yeah, exactly.
For $30, Hasbro knocked it out of the park. Nothing falls off of it. Decent paint job. I wish the red, you know, again, these are things that, like, I can only complain about because, you know, I would say I'd say that Hasbro could take the essence of this, like the essence, and turn it into a masterpiece. It's not a masterpiece, but I'm saying, like, they could take elements from this. This transformation is really actually quite amazing. There's no way that this robot was designed to transform ahead of time, right? Like, when they were designing this robot on paper,
I doubt it.
It wasn't, like, I mean, not on paper, because now they do everything by computer, right? Like, but there's no way that it's possible that they could have possibly did this and then said, all right, this is going to have perfect transformation. Like,
well, I think they designed the robot, and from what that looks like, that dictates what the truck will look like.
Okay.
Like, why the Siege has, like, the weird thing that comes over the top of it. Like, you know, I just think it's like they... Like, this obviously looks like they put the robot mode in front, and I think their engineering is so good now that they can just pretty much... Right.
So there's... But I guess my point is that, like, when they when they design this, like, you know, when they're designing a toy before there's a cartoon, they're like, all right, well, we have to design both. When they did the animation models, they didn't say, all right, well, we gotta make sure that the way it transforms is exactly how it would really transform. Like, they don't do that anymore, right? They just like, we want the robot to look cool, and then we'll make the truck look like the truck. I imagine. I mean, that's my guess.
Well, I guess a lot of it depends on if you see it transform, and it depends on like what, like, I know like a lot of times in like the newer Macross series, it's like it is CG'd, so if you see it transform, that's pretty much how the toy does it.
Okay.
Because they're just, it's easy. It's actually easier that in some ways.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you? Like, I mean, like,
depending on how complex it is.
I guess unless you had a specific robot design that you wanted to achieve, and you had to do it. But then otherwise, it just seems like the natural way to design a Transformer would be to design them both together. But I am anything but an engineer.
I guess now with CG it is, because you can see that, like, you can actually see the parts in 3D. But like back in Gen 1, they just didn't give a shit. Because they would just, like, have this mode and that mode and then just garble in between it. You know, like, it for the cartoon.
Right, for the cartoon. But they were designed, I guess you're right.
But those were designed as, like, animation characters.
Yeah.
Where, like, I think the newer stuff is, like, designed in a computer.
Yeah, I would imagine, yeah. So, the only thing that I have a hard time transforming, and actually it's all pretty... I would say it's one that you got to transform 3 times, you know. Some of these panels need to like click in, and if you're sitting on your couch and you actually like watch it all, like, it does have its proper place. I don't know how perfect I'm gonna get. I love how these things fold out, like, these little like gas tanks, like. I don't know, man. It really... Did you watch any transformations on this? Are you, like, familiar with it?
A little bit. This is, like, I watched one.
It really is kind of amazing. I say it's fun. Like, I highly recommend it. For $30, it's a no-brainer. I can't get these parts to rotate. Like, these don't seem like they have, like, a natural rotation to them. But you don't know, because you don't...
Yeah, I don't have the tool, man. You've had it for a week.
I'm trying to talk my way through it, but I just want to, like, twist it, like, because I'm, like...
Beat it, break it if you have to. It's all right.
I'm not going to break it, but I'm just trying to figure out, like, what's the like... There should be, like, a natural, like, smooth rotation to it. And it's kind of pissing me off. And that is my... I mean, it's... Talk to me, bro.
Yeah, okay, man. Yeah, okay, so we got Randy working on it. I'm sort of engrossed in it right now, trying to see.
Yeah.
We can get it to go.
I'll get it to go. Well, while I'm doing that, Megatron Beast Wars was
I saw released. That. Where are you on that?
I think it looks amazing.
Yeah.
I have mine. It's not on its way, but it has been paid for. It should be on its way Monday, fingers crossed.
From HLJ?
No, from Nick. So, here's where I'm at. It looks perfect. It looks beautiful. It was expensive, and I am kind of sick of buying expensive robots. But I knew that I knew what I was getting into, so it's like, I'm not bitching about it because I knew what I signed up for, but I gotta be honest with you, like, I'm just kind of getting sick of the $300 robots.
Is that how much that thing was?
Yeah, and it's just like,
oh god.
I mean, and the thing is it's not like it's a part of a collection. You know what I mean? It's not like a standalone
it's just
$300 robot. It's part of a collection. So like, if you decide, you know, does anyone just get Megatron? Like, if you get, you know what I mean? Like, for Beast Wars, it seems like, I know you're not getting any of them, but it's kind of like, I need to get the collection, right?
Sure, yeah.
So
they know that.
I know. It's just
that's
like,
why they're charging $300 for it.
Is that why? I mean,
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the justification is for that. That's Solar Chigokin pricing.
It's
like,
it is
for a Takara toy, and not like Takara's bad.
Yeah, but why do you say it like that? I mean, Takara's it's not okay.
Not even close to.
Oh, come on, not even.
You
close.
think this is up to? So I mean.
Oh, Diaclone is my favorite.
It's a good toy, but it's a toy, man.
It's a toy.
It's plastic. It's like.
If they wanted to make that metal, they could have made that metal,
but they didn't.
No, you know why? Because it's made to be played with. That's the thing about Diaclone is SOCs, and you can argue with me if you want. SOCs are made for an adult
Yes.
Those are made for
No, I'll
adults,
give you that
too.
they are made for an adult.
Right.
These are made to play with.
Right.
So price them to play with. You know, I mean, it's
Okay,
like
so where are the Beast Wars? Those are made for adults.
yeah, but not as well. I wouldn't put any masterpiece up with a Soul Chogokin. No way, no how. Like nowhere.
I will agree.
I would say at least.
But I mean, but
least a class down. Maybe.
what's a class down though? Like, I mean, and I get what you're saying. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just trying to like feel like how
clunky,
superior,
not as intricate.
how superior do you think Bandai is to Takara? Like, I think Takara is second to Bandai, but I don't think it's like a huge gap. Like, I don't know that.
I think one is. I think. I mean,
I can't
I don't know how to
this.
say it with. I'm not trying to shit talk.
No.
Takara.
Just say what you feel. I mean, it's not like.
They should price their stuff to play with it, not to like they're not shelf queens. They're not that good. They're fun toys. They're very, very fun toys, but you know.
I agree. But how about when they were doing stuff? And again, I always do this, but like when they were doing vinyl tech, like that was, in my opinion, that was at the time the boutique, the premium of premium, and I think that. I don't know that Bandai would have really been able to do a higher quality line than that, like basing it on that. But I do agree with you. Like, I think SOC is, and again, maybe I'm just playing devil's advocate just to play at devil's advocate. But I do think Bandai's better. I just don't think it's. I don't think it's like night and day. Like, I think it's like, yeah, Bandai's Soul Chogokin is the.
But I think their pricing makes more sense because they're not the same price. Like Takara is more expensive than Bandai.
It's true.
And it's like, I'm sure they have their reasons. Like, I don't think they're out there trying to screw everybody over. They might be smaller. They might have... I don't know what it is.
Right.
But it's just like...
It's frustrating.
Yeah, it's like you guys gotta calm that shit down.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I would buy that Megatron for $150. I'd give it a shot.
What about 200? I think 200 is where that thing's at.
Maybe. But 300? No.
300 is insane.
And I don't even think 300 is that much money. But it's a lot of money for something to just like, ooh, I want to check it out. You know?
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Like that gets the checkout audience out of it.
That's
for
true.
the diehards, yeah, that's fine, man. I'll pay 300 for something I want all day long. But I'll also pay 150, 200 for something that I'm curious about, or like, oh, I need it fixed.
I see what you're saying.
You know, and they're like sell the shit. Make it so it sells.
It takes.
Same with this. I mean, but this is awesome, and I know it has a little following,
but Diaclone.
But it's still like.
I'll tell you this. I mean, I it's hard for me to get excited about a Megatron, a $300 Megatron.
Yeah.
I'm having a
hard. What if you break it?
Well, that's another point. Did you hear about the breakage?
Yeah, you showed me. Well, you showed me that.
Yeah,
that
so
crotch.
apparently there's not only crotch issues, there's like these shoulder mount issues, and then there's like another hinge issue. And I'm gonna say this right now: if that breaks on me, I'm gonna lose my shit. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do because like I don't have any like recourse of.
I've seen you break a power loader and lose your shit.
Like, yeah, that pissed me off.
Yeah, I mean.
So here's the truck, and this is definitely the weak mode. Like, I don't quite understand, and it's not the biggest deal because it's the truck, but like, why does it? Like,
you had to have done that wrong.
No,
that
I don't
can't
think
be
so,
right.
man. I think that's right.
No,
I think so. I can't. I know it's kind of clunky.
Oh, that's like.
But that's got to be right. Put it on the table. It's got to be right.
Oh, that looks like shit.
Is that on? No, maybe you're right. Maybe I'm not right.
I mean, it's close enough. Whatever, but
that's the thing. For a $30 toy, it's close enough. But I'd love to see what Wei Zhang could do to that.
Oh my god, because they'll totally fill in this gap right there.
Like, that gap is pretty rough.
Yeah, that's the one thing that, like, I could tell that would bother. I mean, it doesn't bother me that much.
Don't buy this for the truck mode. Buy it for the robot mode.
But buy this on the
spot.
Yeah,
get it because you're getting an awesome robot, and as a bonus, it does have a cool transformation.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Hey, speaking of which, can we put out a public
Wait, hold on.
Putting feelers out. Anybody has an extra VF4, please let me know.
Oh,
I'm looking everywhere for one.
Yeah, you got to get one of those.
Yeah.
I think it looks cool too.
It does look cool.
So if you have access to an extra VF4 at a reasonable price.
Reasonable. Yeah. I'll pay over. It doesn't. I'll pay a couple bucks, but I don't want to get like prison raped over it.
Yeah, that would be bad news. Yeah, so the truck mode is a bit compromised, but I didn't like. Again, it's a $30 toy. I'm not losing sleep.
He just needs a trailer, and he's
all set, and you can lock all that stuff in. And I like his gun too. He's got like a good, like black gun, and it doesn't have like gaps in it.
Yeah,
like,
is it good on both sides?
Yeah, it's good on both sides.
Like, how did they make some of them so perfect and some of them so shitty?
In order to
in
justify,
the same series.
yeah, it's because in order to justify going all out with the good ones,
Yeah,
they have to
gotta get
take
these
shortcuts on
dumpster
other
fires.
ones.
Yeah.
It's kind of a bummer. But that one, I think that they did go all out. I think, again, I would love to see what Takara Tomy could do. And again, I like Takara Tomy with a masterpiece version of that. And they could even use some of the transformation elements. It's just that
I'm sure we'll get it, right?
I have to imagine. I mean, I think that's a really popular.
Yeah,
it's a popular toy.
This is a beloved Prime. I mean, everybody loves this.
It's
Prime.
I mean, it's got to be top 5 all time.
I think
mean,
so.
G1 Prime is top. I like not including Beast Wars because we'll call that Prime. G1 is top. I really like the Robots in Disguise Prime, and I like Galaxy Force Prime.
Robots in Disguise.
The fire truck one.
Yeah, that's sweet. Yeah.
Who am I missing though? There's got to be like a really. I like the Galaxy Force Prime a lot too.
I know it doesn't count, but Starsaber is one of my favorite Primes, but he's not a Prime.
He isn't a Prime?
Well, he's a leader, but he's not Optimus.
He's
a
not.
different character.
He's not the same character.
No.
Maybe I'm thinking of Star Convoy. That's who I'm thinking of.
Star Convoy.
Okay. So you gotta transform that back. Again, everything snaps into place. While you're trying to do that, we have also I did obviously, as you can tell, I got hooked up with some Diaclone stuff that I needed to complete my collection. I don't know if I can thank the person, but if I did, yeah. Thanks, Balux Blog. You hooked it up, and now I can. I'm in it with the Diaclone. I think they are my favorite modern toy line, but I've said that a million times, so I'm not going to beat on that dead horse.
Oh, well, you've said that. They're your favorite. You've said Diaclone is your favorite toy line, you mean? Or?
I think it's my favorite modern toy line, yeah. The problem is, again, it's so expensive, and then you're kind of like, you're buying like one new toy and then buying it like 4 times. So it's a little frustrating, but if you like get like a whole bunch of it at once, it's super fun.
Yeah, because then you get like to build an army and you get to do a lot of shit with it. That's my problem, is like getting like this and then getting another little one.
Yeah, you get like one of these in the mail. Yeah.
More,
so
please,
he sent me I bought like a whole bunch of the pieces I needed to complete my set. And I got it at once, and it was a great time, and it just like reinforced my love for Diaclone. We saw a new episode, Star Wars Episode 9 poster. Is it legit?
Yeah.
It's legit.
I think it's legit. I don't know what I think about it, but I mean,
can we
there's a
talk
lot
about
in
it?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So we know that.
I gotta put this down.
Okay.
All right, we'll get back to you.
So we know Kerry Russell is that sweet Zamwazel looking character, probably.
Yeah.
I think
she's the Mara Jade.
Is that what she's? She looks like the Boba Fett.
Yeah, something like that.
So, no Rose on the poster. I thought that was interesting.
I was really excited about that though, because
I don't really care.
I don't care if she's in it, but she's by no means what I want a Star Wars movie focusing around.
Right, but she was such a core character that are they going to Jar Jar Binks her, or is she going to have a huge role that is going to be something that's secret and they don't want to put it on a poster?
What do I think is going to happen?
Yeah,
personally.
Yeah, personally. You think they're going to Jar Jar Binks her?
I think they're going to give her a heroic passing.
I think they're going to turn her into...
Because she'd be on the poster. If she was a big part, they do that.
But don't they want to, there's got to be so much that they're keeping secret. All right, well, so we know the Knights of Ren are going to be huge. We needed
huge
that.
Part of it, which I think it's going to sort of just not disregard 8, but sort of disregard 8 a little bit. I think it's going to just do whatever it can to not... It happened. It's canon. But, whatever they can do to sort of undo it.
I don't even think they need to undo it. It's just that there's not that much that leads into this. What is significant other than Snoke dying, Luke turning into Ghost? Yeah, which we know he's going to be bad. He wasn't on the poster either.
I don't think anybody gives a shit about Luke being a ghost. So they're going to...
I do.
Well, I think they're let down with Luke being a ghost. They wanted to see him more interactive, so I think they're going to redefine what a Force ghost is.
Yeah, you know what they're going to do?
Make it just to undo it. They're going to change continuity to fix what Episode 8 sort of did.
I don't know. I think that they're going to have a whole ghost world.
That's what I think too.
It's gonna be. Wouldn't that be ridiculous though?
I think you're gonna see it from the Ghost
I think
World.
we are. I think we're
you're
gonna see Anakin, Luke. It's gonna look ridiculous.
I mean, that's what
though.
it sounds like.
It,
but
it is Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan. It's
Yeah.
gonna be ridiculous.
it could just be production art too. I mean, you never know how much shit they had, like all the production art they had for 7
Yeah.
that never made it. I don't know. I mean, it's
I don't
like,
want to see a whole Ghost World. I think that's gonna be corny.
for like a second, maybe I think it's cool, but I mean,
Okay, for a second, but like Luke can't just be in this movie for a second.
I know.
So my thought is that they're gonna, and this is pure speculation. I think
Yeah.
that they're gonna somehow all these spirit ghosts are gonna come in. It's gonna be like the end of Return of the King in Lord of the Rings, and all the like ghost spirits are gonna come and battle. That sounds terrible, doesn't it? Oh man,
that would be bad.
That would
if
be
they
bad.
did that. You think they're gonna wreck it?
I don't know, man.
I mean, that would be bad. I thought that like maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, I
that's
don't
the
know.
thing is no one knows what they're gonna do.
It's like I know there's this whole thing with
We
the
know
Hidden
that-
Lost City.
We know that C-3PO has the bowcaster.
Which what the hell's that all about?
I mean,
That's
who
sorta
cares?
Cool.
That's good. Give C-3PO. Did you notice no R2-D2 was in the poster?
No, I didn't know.
Yep. No Lando, but Lando is wearing his solo outfit, which I think is a little bit too much. Like, it doesn't bother me. It just seems like that's too... Like, it's like... Lando was so pimp, he would wear one outfit, and that was it. You know, one outfit,
Yeah.
maybe one outfit, like, a month. You
Yeah,
know?
okay.
So
yeah.
it's like, why is he revisit? I mean, maybe this is his time to revisit
Because
the
of,
solo
what do I
outfit.
think? I think
Just
he's
to
gonna.
connect
I
it.
think him and Chewie are gonna go out on the Falcon together.
I do agree.
Like I think the Falcon is gonna. I think say goodbye to the Millennium Falcon.
That's fine.
Like yeah,
That's
that's
fine.
fine.
Yeah.
But
It probably should have gone with Han Solo, maybe. I don't know.
yeah, I don't know what the hell's gonna happen in this movie. I
I don't
really
either.
don't. I mean, and I've listened to every goddamn rumor
Well,
there
that's
is,
there's
but
no
they don't.
reason.
They don't tell you any. All they do is tell you like, oh, leaked production still leaked this. There's no actually rumors of what's gonna happen in the movie, which is sort of what makes it fun.
And again, Episode 8 really didn't provide any further story except for the fact that Kylo Ren became more evil.
Yep.
Snoke is dead.
Yep.
And the band of heroes, the rebels or the alliance, is small. That's all that we
Pretty
got
much,
out of
yeah.
2.5 hours.
Yeah.
So I mean, as long as they continue from there, they can do anything.
But I like getting to see Kylo Ren as his own boss.
I want to see Kylo Ren being the like most evil character in the Star Wars universe,
See,
right?
like that's what they're saying. You're gonna see that.
You have
But-
to, right? You
but-
have to.
So does he get redeemed in the end? That's a lot to happen in a movie. And I mean, here I am
'cause
being
it's
presumptuous
it's a
that he's
Skywalker
gonna.
story, so it has to be the redemption of the Skywalker family.
But we haven't even seen
And that
him.
title is awful. If this movie
is the Skywalker.
yeah. So rumors were that the movie was going to be called Star Wars: The Skywalkers.
And that's a legit
No,
rumor.
that can't
Like,
happen.
I agree with you.
It
but
has to be like an action. It has to be, you know what I mean? Like it has
yeah,
to be
don't
like,
name it. Don't give it a proper noun as
Yeah.
a name. The Skywalker.
Right.
It's like Dallas or
yeah.
some shit. Like,
I guess they did it with Solo, but that was different. You can't call it the Skywalkers. I can't
Yeah.
go A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi,
Force Awakens.
Force Awakens, Last Jedi,
the Skywalkers.
I don't know. I can't do it. I can't.
But I don't like Balance of the Force either. I
That's
think that's
cheesy.
a cop out.
That's cheesy.
That's a total. They could have named any goddamn movie that. Any of them.
Is that what
could've
the
done
rumor is? Balance of the Force.
It was, but
Answer this for me too. I don't know. I think I'm just being dense, but are those stormtroopers in that poster red, or
Yes.
they're not shadows of the
yeah, they're red
lightsaber?
storm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's hard to tell if it's
It
just a
is. I
tank, but
couldn't
they
tell.
talk. There's gonna be red.
That's what I
stormtroopers
heard.
in it.
Okay, that's fine. That makes
Yeah.
sense. And like, it's cool. So it's like,
Yeah.
hey, red stormtroopers, cool.
Yeah.
We're gonna see a trailer soon. I'm excited.
2 weeks. It looks like if they showed it Celebration.
I
Like,
mean,
I
absolutely.
would be shocked
It would
if
be-
they didn't.
It would be absolutely shocking. My buddy Rob is going to Celebration. I'd like to say, hey, get that for me early, but he's not gonna. I mean, he's gonna see it.
With the
same,
trailer,
Yeah,
see
you
it
see
an
it the same-
hour before we do, probably.
Not even like I remember
yeah, it'll
watching.
get out within minutes.
I remember watching the Star Wars Celebration trailer reveal last 2 years ago, whatever. I saw it like on a live stream.
Yeah,
And I watched like a
do
2 hour
remember.
program
Yep.
to lead into a 2-minute trailer. And you know what? I'll do it again this time.
Yeah.
Because that's the way it goes. Moving on from Star Wars, you got anything Anything exciting? Can I talk about? Okay, first of all, can we go comic books for a second?
Yep.
Yeah, why you transform?
I'm
So
not gonna-
they reissued Hulk 181,
That
First
is
Appearance of Wolverine.
awesome.
It's like a perfect reproduction. Obviously, it's not perfect, but you know what I mean. Like it
Close
even has
enough.
it even has the ads. It's the
Not
first
the
time.
cover.
Yeah, it's the first. What a great cover.
Yeah, it's like I hate it when they reprint it and it doesn't look like the original. I love that they're
Looks great.
doing that because it's like that fills my spot for a Hulk 181, man.
It fills mine too.
Yeah, I don't need to have the original one. I just need that one.
And that
Yeah.
contradicts my whole bitching about the Star Wars reissues. But with that said, I'm okay with this because I'm not a comic book collector.
Yeah, you can't pass that up as the real one.
No, never.
It's
Never.
still a Hulk 181 and it's sweet.
I was able to read this. I had never read the first appearance of Wolverine, which I'd say Wolverine is my favorite comic book superhero because superhero because Conan the Barbarian's not a superhero. He's more like
I never considered Wolverine a superhero
really?
either.
He's definitely a superhero.
I guess he is a
He's
superhero.
wearing yellow and blue tights, dude. He's a superhero. So that was the first time I ever got to read the origin, and I got to be honest with you, I don't know why I assumed that they created Wolverine and completely like backtracked his whole origin.
Mm-hmm.
It does have a lot of elements. It has the Weapon X elements in it. So
yeah.
I was kind of, I feel like an idiot because I never read it before.
His first appearance 180. He's like, now you have to deal with me,
Right.
Weapon X.
Right.
Yeah.
I had no idea. For some reason, I thought they just created this guy, and he fought the Hulk, and he looked cool.
Doing it.
Yeah, and so people decided, so they decided to turn him into something, which I guess essentially they did. But his elements are there. I also, my biggest thing that I got out of reading this is based on you remember the Marvel Universe guidebooks?
Yes.
So in the guidebook, it says that he's 5'3". In
Yeah.
this comic, he says he's 5'5".
Sweet.
Yeah, I don't know which one's more. What's accurate? Is Wolverine 5'3" or 5'5"? Either way, he's a short little dude.
He's a little dude.
He's a little guy.
Doesn't matter.
I like it.
It's Canadian.
Yeah, I've been getting into comic books lately again. Can I talk about my other comic book?
Yeah.
So they wrapped
How
up.
bad?
I'm going to talk about this. I want to be nice, but I'm not going to be. So they wrapped up this 5-issue IDW GOBOT series, and as we all know, I love the GOBOTs. I like the toys. I'm not so much into the cartoon or the mythology.
Yeah.
The mythology was cheesy. You're welcome to like it, but it was cheesy. It was corny. The Hanna-Barbera cartoon was corny. Although I did like the GOBOTS vs. Rock Lords movie quite a bit. So I thought this was an opportunity for them to give the GOBOTs some like, I don't know, an opportunity for them to give them a chance to be their own thing and to reinvent themselves. And I think it's totally okay to reinvent the GOBOTs because it was a bad cartoon.
Because it needs to be reinvented
Right.
as
But-
far as the mythology
But I
goes,
mean, they're
yeah.
cool character designs, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I read 5 issues of this, and I'm not a Harvard scholar, but I
Okay.
can read a comic book, and I don't understand what I don't understand what the story they were trying to tell here.
That bad?
I can understand it. I couldn't understand what the tone they were going for, because they were mixing. I don't know if they were going for dark, light, cheesy, and I did not like it. I respect this Tom Scioli guy because it looks like he wanted to do something interesting with GOBOTS, but I just didn't like it. And on top of that, what the kick in the nuts of this was, GOBOTS has always been synonymous with being like the like knockoff of Transformers.
Yeah.
But they came out before Transformers. You know what I mean? So I always felt that was insulting whenever someone says, "Oh, GOBOTS are just like the cheap version of Transformers." Like, no, they're their own thing. So what they did at the end of this, I'm going to spoil it for you, is they made Road Ranger, the truck, semi-truck, they made him the new leader. He looks like Optimus Prime. And then there's even this picture of the yellow Volkswagen. In it, they have the Bumblebee head.
Oh, wow.
I don't like that, man. I think that was like...
Why did they do that?
They did that as like
A
to
nod,
shit
or-
on the GOBOTs. Yeah, I mean, to kill Leader 1, who had a lot of personality, and make the semi-truck, who was red and blue, the leader, it was a kick in the nuts to GOBOTs. It was, again, I'm not serious about my GOBOTs mythology, but I'm serious about my GOBOTs toys, and this doesn't allow GOBOTs to have any future at all. Does that make sense?
I guess, but what issue is that?
This is 5 of a 5-issue series.
Oh, so that's the last issue, huh?
Yeah, it was. I gotta be honest with you, I got no joy out of reading this.
Any of them?
No.
All right.
No, I did not. The only joy I got out of it is they did. I kind of like the art. It's unique, and
I think it looks old school.
It does look
I
old
like it.
school.
It looks
I
like
kinda
80s
like-
art.
yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, I like the art.
Mm.
And I also like the that they did some they represented some unusual GoBot characters that don't get a lot of like it was a lot of Turbo and Scooter.
Okay.
But there was also like some of the more like third tier characters, some of the characters that maybe never even made into the cartoon that you'd have to be a fan of the toys to know who they were.
Okay.
With that said, very disappointed with this. And if someone out there can explain what the story was to me, I really didn't get it. I couldn't follow it.
Maybe they didn't get it either.
Maybe. I
Maybe
hope.
just put it out to put it out.
I'm really, again, I mean, I'm not losing sleep over it. I try to be positive. I was excited about some new GoBots media, something to maybe.
And they blew it.
Yeah, I thought
They blew it.
I thought
That
they blew
sucks.
It did kind of suck.
Do they get who does love the GoBot? Like, does anybody?
Like the cartoon?
Yeah. Well, I mean, not even that, but is there anybody in media that's got love for the GoBots that wants to take it serious?
Well, I think that's my point. Is like that's what I was hoping they were gonna do, because the GoBots. I think there are some cool character designs.
Some of them are, yeah.
I prefer them over Transformers. I know I'm
all of them, or
no,
some of
no,
them,
but I
like-
think like again. They have that Bandai robot design because they were Machine Robo in Japan.
Yeah.
They have that like Bandai heads with the visors, and I just thought they were really cool looking. And I really thought that the Hanna-Barbera cartoon made them a big goof.
Yeah.
And I thought this was an opportunity to say, look,
gotta finish that.
all right. I thought it was an opportunity for them to say, look, there's some cool robot designs. Leader 1 and Psych Hill are cool. Those are some strong elements. Let's take these strong elements and let's turn it into something completely different. Because no one is like gonna get upset if Scooter's not a goofy Scooter. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like no one's gonna get upset if you change that character.
They just should have done. Yeah, they should have just what is the story? Just nutshell, real
Okay.
quick.
I'm
Does it
gonna
take
try my
place on
best.
Earth?
I'm gonna try to take. I think it takes place on Earth.
Oh, you don't even
And
know?
it's so confusing. It's like I feel like an idiot. So apparently the GoBots are created by humans.
Yeah.
So the humans are their gods, but they're not really, because there's Gobotron that also exists.
Yeah.
And they're trying to so the GoBots are sort of slaves to man, but not really, and that's all I got out of it.
Okay, yeah, the hell
it
was
was
that?
awful.
Write it. Do an origin story correctly. Do something with that.
Absolutely, like what?
Make something up new, but it needs to, especially if it's a 5-issue miniseries, it has to be defined and easy to understand. Like, why would you not do it? Like,
it just seems like such an easy win. Like,
yeah, it
you
would be
don't-
easy
You don't
to
have to
write.
overcomplicate the GoBots.
yeah, the
Just-
art is the hard part in this. Just come up. It's just write a decent story.
Yeah,
Is it
decent
that
story.
hard?
Write some. They could all be typical characters. Like
Yeah.
you don't have to divert from your leader. You know what I mean. You could keep it you can have one guy be the dark ninja. You can have one guy be the silly comic relief. You can do all that. Just do it all over.
Is it
again.
any harder to do it right than wrong? I mean, writing a good story isn't any harder than writing a bad one. You know, I mean,
Oh, I don't know about that. I think it's harder to write a
a
good
passable story.
That's the thing.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Passable than completely terrible. Like anybody could write a story that makes sense.
I
you know?
really feel bad that I'm not getting it, because someone out I'm sure this writer and this worked really hard on this, and I feel like I don't want to offend or shit on it. I'm not trying to do that. It's just that I just didn't get it. It didn't resonate with me. I didn't understand what he was trying to do with it, and I wish I could explain it. I can't get this panel out, but
I'm about to commit capital crimes against Macross. I'm gonna buy that Toynami in the Takatoku packaging. I don't know if you guys. I think it was that Wonderfest.
yeah, WonderCon. was this weekend?
WonderCon, that exclusive. That was a 1/100th Toynami.
So it's
piece of
1/100th.
Yeah, piece of garbage. Like those things fall apart, but it's
But
in
it looks sexy.
Takatoku packaging.
It looks
and-
sexy.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna end up having to pay I don't know.
300. Because
No, I'll be able to get it.
How much was it at the show?
I think it was 100.
That's reasonable.
I saw one on eBay. I saw one for 140, and then they're all over the road.
So, but
What?
you don't know what the WonderCon exclusive price was.
I have no idea, but I know I have to have it.
Yeah, that's one of those examples of taking not a good product and put it in
Yeah.
beautiful packaging, and it's fine.
I'm just gonna leave it in the packaging. I don't
great.
care.
It looks great. It looks great.
I'd buy. Thank you. I'd buy every one if they did them. I would love to have those on a shelf.
Yeah, those
if
look,
they were affordable.
They
yeah,
really look good. If they pop those for how much are those toys?
60 roughly.
Okay, so make them 70 a piece.
I
Because
would buy every one.
yeah, why not? Why
And
not?
they'd sell a lot of them.
They would sell a lot of those.
this is
I would get one maybe just to have in the box, but there'd be no reason to take it out of the box because those Toynami toys are pretty bad.
They just fall apart.
Yeah. So I ordered that Kids, since we're on Robotech, I pre-ordered that Kids Logic Rick Hunter.
Sweet.
It was really inexpensive for a 1/6 scale. I know I said that I was gonna swear off 1/6 scale toys, but it's Rick Hunter. But it was like
no choice in that.
It was like $130. So does that mean that it's gonna be bad? I've never owned any Kids Logic products.
I don't know. No, Kids Logic. Most people love it, actually.
But how does a 1/6 scale toy?
In an all white outfit, it might be cheap to make.
Yeah, but it's like a leather mix, leather with red. Like it's, you know what I mean?
Wow!
And then it's got a helmet, you know? No, I'm just saying, like in today's 1/6 scale market, 130 would be super low end, right?
Yeah, but I mean, it might look great. But I mean, you might
just
not want to pose it all over the place.
I don't care.
you know?
I just want it to look great.
I think
The
it'll
only
probably
thing-
look pretty great.
The only thing I noticed is that in the pictures, it looked like they did the stitching. You know where the red crest is on the outside, and that kind of looks weird. But I have to imagine that's all subject to change because I mean they're gonna do it right.
I would hope so.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
I would
don't know.
hope so.
That will be my last 1/6 scale figure until the next 1/6 scale figure. Fair enough.
Yeah, if I can't find a VF4 for a decent price,
You gotta
I'm gonna
get
get the
that.
Phoenix. I'm gonna get that Evolution Phoenix.
What is the Evolution Phoenix?
The God Phoenix from Gotcha Man.
That's like serious money, right?
300. But
I think you
like
should.
it does everything. They make a huge one for like 600, but I can't afford
So that's
it.
from Gotcha Man or Battle of the Planets.
Yep.
Were you into that as a kid?
I watched it as a kid. I was very young. My
I
brother
was
was
very-
into
me
it,
too.
and I watched it and I loved it.
Right.
But to say I was
Right.
into it, I would have done anything for a toy of it as a kid. I would have I loved the way it looked. I didn't understand what it was about. I was way too young, but I loved it.
I was
Yeah.
too young too. My memory of it was that little R2D2 robot. What's
Yep.
his name?
Seven's Arc 7.
Zark 7.
You got to be Dave Lukowski old for that type
Yeah,
of shit.
Dave.
You gotta be old.
Dave loves that, and every time a new Battle of the Planets product comes on the market, I send him texts or like pictures of it, and he is at the point where he buys like one no disc, but he's like out of toys for the most part. He'll buy like 1 or 2 toys a year, and like I still, it doesn't matter if it's Battle of the Planets, anything, I have to send it to him. That's my responsibility because he is a passionate fan, and he has a sweet collection. I like Battle of the Planets. I know Alex Ross also was a big fan of Battle of the
Has
Planets.
he ever done art for it?
Yeah, he did that comic book. Actually, I have a signed copy of
That's
it.
sweet.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Alex Ross is great.
Yeah, he's awesome. His Flash Gordon art was my favorite.
He's a huge Flash Gordon fan, and I remember when I went to Comic-Con, I took pictures or whatever of some of his prints, and I was like, if I had serious money, I would get that. I would rock that in my. They also did Biff Bang Pow toys, and they were based off Alex Ross designs, which I own because I own anything Flash Gordon. Pet Sematary is getting good reviews. What does that mean? Is it too early for the good reviews?
Not really. It's just like, I mean, I'll see it. Hey, I'll see it. I thought they screwed up in the ad because it looked like it showed the whole movie.
Yeah, it didn't look good.
Like,
The ad does not look good, but I heard that it's good. I heard that, without spoilers, I read that like there's a lot of twists and turns. I read, again, early buzz, that it's the best adaptation of Stephen King book. With that said,
But they've changed too much.
yeah.
From the book, even. Because, like, just in the trailer, like...
Yeah. See,
Like,
did you read the book?
Yes.
Oh, okay, I did not.
Yeah. Like, I don't want to spoil it, but I don't
Yeah.
know what's in the trailer and what I've read, so I don't want to talk too much about it.
Okay.
But they changed some major
Well, we didn't
shit.
see it, so we really
Yeah.
don't know. The original Pet Sematary I saw as a kid, I loved it. I was scared.
it scared
It
the
does
shit out of me.
not age well at all.
You don't think so?
No, I don't. I think it did not
I think
age
it's
well.
still pretty scary,
I
man.
think that the sister,
Scary.
the twisted, is still scary. But I don't think it aged well. I think the acting is really bad.
Well,
it's bad.
Not all
man.
of it. I mean, she's bad. What's her name? Tasha Yar.
Is that who that was?
That's Tasha Yar.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I can't remember her name. But
I can't remember her name either. Which kind of escapes me because I should know that.
Denise Crosby.
Nice.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yep.
I think that movie aged well.
I worked at
Bad.
a store where more men wanted to have sex with that woman.
I remember it was Deanna Troi was the hot one from Next Generation. Everyone wanted Deanna Troi.
She was in the movie era, but like in the show.
Tasha Yar. I always remember Deanna Troi. Everyone, it was.
Well, she was in it longer because she was in it from day one to the end. Tasha Yar was like, you know.
She left after like season 3, right?
2 or 3, yeah, yeah.
There was Deanna Troi, Beverly Crusher, who
yeah, the Crusher
Picard's-
guys are weirdos, but there's a group
She was
that
attractive. She was
loves Dr. Crusher.
Yeah, she was attractive, just older than my generation. I mean, I was a kid. I think my favorite Stephen King adaptation is Stanley Kubrick's The Shining.
But that
it's
movie's just amazing.
It is amazing, but the thing is Stephen King hated that movie because he changed too much.
He changed too much.
So other than that, I mean, Stand By Me, but we don't count that. Or do we?
Count it? Yeah,
I
why
haven't
not?
seen Christine in a long time.
Christine, but like the whole thing is, I can't say like, oh, my favorite Stephen King adaptation because it's like I haven't like read Christine. I heard Christine is totally different too, but Christine is like one of my favorite movies because it's like you can't go wrong if Stephen King wrote it and John Carpenter made a movie out of it.
Yeah.
Like okay.
Is Stephen King considered a good literary writer?
Yes.
He is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
I confess, I've never read a Stephen King novel. I started reading The Stand.
Yeah.
And it was. I couldn't get into it.
And that's one of his first ones.
Yeah, it's
too.
probably the one I probably shouldn't have started with. The It movie was good.
Yeah.
I like Stephen King movies. I just think that Pet Sematary didn't age that well. And with that said, I'm gonna pivot a little bit because we had this text conversation that I want to have. I sent you the trailer for that movie Brightburn.
Yeah.
The new who is it? James Gunn.
Well, he's just produced it.
No, he directs it.
No, he doesn't.
No, he directs it.
No, he doesn't.
Are you sure?
100%.
Okay. I think he directs
he
it.
just put his name on it to sell it.
So I think it looks good, and your response.
Let me get the director.
Yeah, that's fine. Your response was, I don't like scary horror movies with kids.
No.
So explain
that is not what I said.
Okay, please.
I don't mind if a kid is in it, but when the kid is supposed to be the scary part, like the killer, it just doesn't work for me.
Okay, so The Omen, Damien, didn't work for you?
There were more things in it that were scary than him, though. It was the occurrences, like the truck and all that.
Okay.
But like some evil kid movies don't scare me.
Okay, so
but I like Shining doesn't count. He's a possessed kid.
Yes, but he scared the hell out of me.
No, he scared the shit out of me
Okay.
too. But it wasn't about him killing people. Jack was killing people. The kid was just all
that's true.
fucked up.
You're right.
He was a
same
vehicle.
Same thing with Poltergeist. Like
Yeah.
Carol Ann kind of scared me as a kid, but like she was not.
A kid can sell it for me.
Okay.
But
So Children of the Corn would be considered the kids, and that didn't scare me. And I got to be honest with you, like
the opening of it scared me as a kid, but then I was over.
I'd have to watch that.
Yeah.
That's also Stephen King, isn't
Yep.
it? That's one I have to watch. I'm trying to think of a movie that was scary because the kid was scary.
I don't really have a Omen, but there were other instances.
Oh,
around
Exorcist!
It.
Exorcist was terrifying, and that's a kid.
Yeah,
that's the top of that's the bar, right? Exorcist.
I think so.
Exorcist
and I mean that
so
movie's scary,
so
but it's scary. David Yarovesky is.
Oh, really? You're right. Okay, cool.
Yeah, they just threw his name.
I'm glad that you. I thought it was James Gunn. Nevertheless, I think it looks like a good movie, though. Whether the kid is scary or not.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I need to wait. If it gets an R rating, I'll see it. If they do PG-13 it, I'm out.
And that's another conversation that I want to bring up. Do you not feel that do you think that a movie has to be an R rating to be scary? I'm gonna do it. Poltergeist, still scary. PG.
Yeah, but
Poltergeist 2, scary.
I
PG.
agree, but those are 80s movies, and I don't think those would be PG today.
So what's it? Okay, they would not. They would be PG-13, but they wouldn't be R, right? There was no
swearing, so you know.
Yeah. So Temple Doom doesn't count because it's not a horror movie, but that scared the hell out of me.
That's an amazing movie.
Gremlins was PG-13. Would we consider that scary?
I thought it was funny.
The second one was funny. The first one had some comic relief.
Like, I jumped in it, but I wouldn't call it horror. I don't know.
Okay,
I loved it.
No, I get you. What's a genuinely scary, other than Poltergeist and Poltergeist 2, because that
maybe
old
the
man.
Ring.
The Ring was R.
Was it?
I
don't
think
know.
so.
Let me look.
Yeah. But
Do this.
Poltergeist and Poltergeist 2, the old man scared the shit.
Yeah, that was scary as hell.
The Gate. You said The Gate.
The Gate, which would in no means even
It wouldn't
PG-13. The Ring was PG-13.
Really?
Yeah. And that's a scary movie. The Gate would no way be
It would not be PG.
Like,
it would be PG-13.
Today?
I think so.
I don't think so. Dead dog, like...
Yeah,
I mean,
what constitutes a PG-13 versus R? My thought is, and again, I think that they make, I think the what are they called? The rating people make shit up as they go.
I think they do too, and I think they're way wimpier today than they used to be.
Absolutely. They used to show boobs.
Yeah.
You remember the movie Just One of the Guys? That was PG, dude, and they showed her.
Just One of the Guys?
You remember that? Oh, I love that movie. So it was about a girl who wanted, I don't remember, but she dressed up like a boy to fit in with something, and then there was the big reveal, and then bam. Like, that was a great movie.
Killing me, man.
Super 80s, man. It's a great movie.
Speaking of super 80s, you know what I watched last night?
What's
Commando.
That's good. That is super 80s.
That is super 80s. Oh, I don't. Oh my god, I don't even. Okay, just watch it, and the soundtrack in the beginning of it is so out of place.
Why? What is it?
It's like got a reggae-esque soundtrack.
Really?
Just
is it like orchestral reggae?
parts of it, like part of it is completely 80s, what you would expect of it, but then like his name's John.
Wasn't Ray Dawn Chong in that?
Oh god, yeah, she was.
What
was
happened
awesome.
to her?
No idea. But like, it was like sort of good, but just the music was so out of place. Like, oh,
really?
In part, it was like, yeah, I was laughing my ass off in that movie. It was so violent.
Really?
Like, all those 80s movies.
Was Commando R?
Probably. It had to.
Commando.
Yeah.
Commando was Schwarzenegger's post-Terminator role, right? Or was it?
I think so. Yes.
Man, Schwarzenegger was like the thing in the 80s.
It was so just, they did it simple back then.
Yeah.
Like, he would just show up, beat people up, like...
Wait a minute, though. With that said, I look at Conan and Terminator, and I think those are legitimately good movies.
Conan, yeah.
I think he was legitimately good in Terminator.
He's good in everything, right. But when he got huge, it's like...
Oh, yeah. All he had to do was show up.
Like, he'd show up, and, like... There would be shots of his muscles. Like, it would be like...
It's like the Predator scene where they're like, arm wrestling Apollo, and it's like just flexing muscles,
like, if that stuff came out today, an audience would just be what?
No way, The Rock...
What the hell is that?
What about The Rock? The Rock is the 80s version of Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, but he's shot differently. Like, they don't, like his gimmick isn't that him being huge is part of his character, but they don't use it as a gimmick. Like... They don't go out of their way. So his muscles are big, and it fills the whole screen. And
I get what you're saying, but I think
funny.
I think like, The Rock is that. I think The Rock is the larger-than-life muscle man.
Well, yeah, and Arnold Schwarzenegger passed it off to him.
Yes.
In what movie was that?
They were in a movie together?
For 2 seconds, Arnold Schwarzenegger had a cameo in The Rundown, and he was in a bar, and even pats him out. He's like, "Good luck."
Really?
Yeah, it was like a handoff to him.
Huh.
But.
Schwarzenegger had a heck of a run, dude. Total Recall.
Love Schwarzenegger.
Yeah,
man.
Me too.
Love those movies.
I do too.
Like, those were just a simpler time in Hollywood, and I love it. Like,
I don't know. Yeah. I think we're getting some pretty sweet movies today, though. But
I agree.
But I do agree. Like, it was
the
just
simplicity of an '80s action movie of just like.
That's true, but when you think about Total Recall, and I'm just using Total Recall,
that's
not simple. And then if you look at like, I don't know, I think Conan is far.
But
better
that's an amazing. That's a fantasy. I love. That's my favorite sword movie.
Me too. Lord of the Rings trilogy, but.
I like Conan way more.
Do we consider
Lord of the Rings is better, but I like Conan more.
Do we consider Crawl a fantasy movie, or is that almost verging sci-fi?
Oh, I'd say fantasy. Wait, put it with Conan. That's
it's hard. Like you got Beastmaster. Conan would take Beastmaster. Conan.
I think they're sort of equal.
Oh no.
Not maybe not
Beastmaster's
as
good.
far as what's well made, but as far as like my love for them.
Oh, I love that genre, like Tor.
Yeah.
There's
Tor.
some weird stuff.
Beastmaster goes further back for me because I saw it younger.
Oh, really? Okay.
I didn't see Conan
Well,
until the 90s.
Right, because I saw Conan was actually R-rated, and I remember my my older brother, 2 years older than me, had I wish I had this. It was a Iron-On Conan T-shirt, and he was like a 8-9-year-old kid with this Conan shirt, and it was like that's cool, but like that movie was super R. Like that
Oh
was
God,
super
yeah.
R.
Oh, titties, violence.
Yeah.
It was like.
It's funny because you think of, right, but it's like they adapted it with respect.
Yeah, I want a new Conan movie, and I want Schwarzenegger in it.
Do you? I don't.
What if it?
They did that one with what's
was
his
bad.
It was bad. What's that guy's name?
Ron Perlman and
No,
the other
no.
guy.
The-
Ron Perlman was his dad.
Aquaman. Who's Aquaman?
Jason Momoa.
Yeah, Jason
Who
Momoa.
was he in it?
He was Conan. I didn't like the movie. It was
Well, they did. Well, how old was it?
it was very Clash of the Titans remake era. You know when that era,
Oh,
when
I
everything was
thought it-
3D, like they were banking 3D. It's
Yeah.
bad. I didn't like it. It's
Was
terrible.
that the one with Ron Perlman as his dad, and it literally showed
Yes.
him being born on a
Yes.
battlefield and was
That's-
sick and ill?
That's it.
Yeah, that movie was ill.
It wasn't good. But
That was Jason Momoa.
Jason Momoa, right?
I didn't
I
think,
think
so.
so.
I thought it was like Taylor Kitsch.
Taylor
or-
Kitsch?
Was it?
No, Taylor Kitsch was
I know-
John on Mars.
Yeah.
I liked that movie too.
All right, hold on.
I
Now
like
got
John
it.
on Mars. I think.
Yeah, John Carter.
John
Yeah, that was
Carpenter.
good.
thought
I
it was
liked
good.
it too.
I
yeah.
think that got that's one
that
of those.
got a shit.
That did.
rap,
That's one of those
but-
That's one of those like bad good sci-fi movies that if it's on TV, I'll
Yeah,
watch it
yeah,
anytime.
yeah, me
that was
too.
good. I like that movie.
I mean, I actually even Conan the Barbarian.
yeah, come on, it's definitely Jason Momoa.
Wow.
It's got.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
Score.
Yeah, that's.
If that was me,
He looks different in it though. I don't know why
Because
he looks not Jason Momoa to
It's
me.
got to be 10 years old now,
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
It was not good though.
Oh, it was terrible. Yeah, it was not.
Yeah,
a
it wasn't
movie.
good. With that, let's see. Do I have anything else? We are getting those sweet Nerd Out stickers. They're not stickers.
Yeah.
What are they? Transfers.
Transfers. Yeah.
We would like to offer them off to people, but I don't know what you charge someone for that. I know what they cost. They were not necessarily cheap, but we'll talk about that. If you want a Nerd Out sticker, or they're transfers, they're really high quality. We'll figure something out. And then without that, are you gonna go see Shazam next weekend?
I'm definitely gonna see it. Yeah,
I
want
wanna
to see
see
it next
it.
weekend. Yeah, I want to see it
I
bad. I think it looks great.
I want to see Us too, really bad.
I want
but-
to see Us too. I actually got I got a copy of it. And
okay.
And it was the movie looked so good that I deleted the copy I had of it because the copy isn't. I want to see it perfect.
Yeah, I want to see it perfect.
It's
I
worth
won't-
like that. Like yeah, it's
I
all
can't
about
watch.
the subtleness.
I can't watch bad copies of movies.
Me neither.
which
I
is-
can watch an okay copy, but I can't watch like a bad copy.
I'm gonna be honest. I clearly I'm high maintenance. I can't even watch it with like foreign subtitles.
Yeah,
over
you're a
it.
bitch.
Yeah, I am. I'm high maintenance.
Yeah.
It's I mean, I should be watching in the movie theater anyway. But
I mean, it depends on the movie.
it depends on the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I pay for enough movies that I reserve the right to.
Rationalization.
I reserve the right.
You reserve the right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I reserve the right.
Yeah, yeah. Other than that, so
People
we got.
rely on me to reserve that right.
Dude, we will not discuss that. But you're right. We
That's
do rely
shady
on
shit.
That. Yeah,
That's all I can
I'm.
say.
I have to catch up on Discovery, so we won't talk. I have one more episode.
All right, but
I
actually,
can't-
I'm not gonna. No
Okay.
spoilers.
I'm not in love with it.
I am in love with it. I think that is the best Star Trek that they put out. I think it's the best Star Trek that's ever been put out on TV.
I think
At
you're
this
probably right. I just think that what it made me realize.
What's bothering you about it?
I think it's just maybe I'm a casual Star Trek fan.
That's okay.
I think
So,
it's
do you-
kind of corny.
It is very corny.
I'm on episode 9. I think it's on 10, right?
It's on 11.
11. Okay, so I think I'm like one episode behind.
I think it's very
The
corny.
Red Angel, like, you know what it is? It's too serialized for Star Trek. Like, is it too serialized or no?
You could argue that,
Okay.
but I love that that's what I love about it. I love the ongoing
And-
story.
My biggest complaint, you ready for this?
What?
I just totally interrupted you for this. 'cause
Go
I
for
have-
it.
I don't like the shape of Spock's beard.
Fair enough. Hey, you know what? It's
Do you know
probably
what
gonna
I'm
come off
saying?
in the last
I
episode.
just don't like he's got like these patches up here. It's like, just trim that shit up.
But Michael Burnham is like, I didn't.
I like
I started off not liking her, and now she's one of my favorite characters.
Yeah,
Like,
they did a good arc
wait.
for her.
They played her so perfect, and it's like she's got the perfect balance.
Yeah, she does have the perfect balance.
Of being a tough ass, being logical, but then also being emotional, and her dynamic with Spock is awesome.
Right? No, I agree.
I
with
love
you.
it.
I agree.
I love
do
it.
like it. I do like it. I thought that season 1 was such a roller coaster,
Yeah.
and I liked that. But I understand that, like, as a
Well,
start.
wait,
I
till
okay.
the new episode.
Okay.
White
Okay.
Knuckle.
Okay.
I was White Knuckle.
That's what you said. All right.
Yeah.
Tonight I'm watching it
Yep.
because I got nothing else to watch, and that's that. Anything else you have?
I need a freaking toy.
You
man.
do need a
I
toy.
need. I haven't got a toy in months,
I
man.
see. I almost didn't want you to play with that because I'm scared that now you're not going to search it out. But it's fun. You need to search it out.
No, if I see it, I'll get it. But
It is a great Prime. Next week, I'm hoping I have the Megatron. I'm super excited. It looks great. It looks great. But I just like
don't break it.
I'm scared. If I break it, it's gonna be I'm gonna be on a level 10 of my hissy fit. I
I mean, there's no room for a $300 toy
to break like that.
No. And especially those pictures. Those are the areas that should be reinforced. Those aren't a place to break.
And from what I understand, is it even comes with a little piece of paper pamphlet that warns you of those areas. Yeah, so that's bad news. Like if you're at that point, maybe you need to cut the price down. But it probably costs a lot for them to manufacture that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I give them credit for doing it, and if people like it and it's worth it, I say go for it.
It does look nice, and like you can even admit that, and you're not a beast.
No, it looks pretty nice, and it's big. I like the size. It looks
huge.
pretty big.
Yeah. Yeah. So until next time,
Nerd out.
nerd out. Damn, we got some sweet stuff.
Yeah.
We got.
This is how we wrapped up today on Nerd Out. Look at this, guys. Like these, dude. I got a dick swinging deal on there. I am so excited.
King
to have
Negotiator. Those are
Yeah.
badass books, man.
these. Dude, I am so excited to have these.
That
like
is sweet.